Tomorrow is expected to be a defining moment for the Grant administration, as Patrick Keaton is considered to be the press secretary with the presidential approval.
You did a nice job with him. The president getting him elected, I mean.
The American people did that.
Oh, honey. I followed that election. You was a diamond in the rough before you started working for him. You were responsible for that photo op with the little girl with cancer, where he played the piano.
The guitar.
You made him. Why did you leave the White House? No one leaves a job in the West Wing without a good reason.
Liv, we're ready. Line 2.
Steven, you're in?
We're in.
I'm sorry, I'm here. Where is everybody?
On the job. We have a client.
What's going on?
We're fixers. We're fixing.
I am open-minded. I'm an open-minded person. I don't judge. Can I just say that you're being a pig? You're engaged and you have a fiancé.
Are you almost done with what?
I'm almost done. People have standards, Stephen. Morals. I'm just disappointed is all I'm saying. I think you know someone.
You can lecture me right now. We're working.
You work.
We're almost done.
Did they get the photo albums?
Did you get the photo albums?
Did you get the photo albums?
No, not yet.
Please get the photo albums. They're very important.
Hurry it up. It looks like we're not alone.
Got him.
Let me use the back door.
I know I'm new here. I know that, but it would be so helpful if somebody could tell me what's going on.
How long has it been?
Since I started working here?
11 minutes. Maybe he's not gonna show.
He'll be here.
Just wait.
Who? Who are we waiting for?
You know what I like about my job? I'm the good guy. The law is on my side. The law is me. I uphold the Constitution and I wear the white hat. And you, Olivia Pope, are a pain in my ass.
Hello, David. Good to see you. Did you get a haircut? Looks nice.
Where is it?
Where's what?
The list, Olivia. I'm talking about the list and everything else in connection to the illegal activities of Aaron Marquette.
I don't have any lists.
I can arrest him, you know. Right here, right now.
You could. But being an upholder of the Constitution, you would need an arrest warrant. Do you have one of those? My white hat is bigger than your white hat.
Can you at least pretend you're not enjoying this?
Harrison, who exactly is the man in Olivia's office?
Got everything?
All of it.
The photo albums?
Didn't I tell you we would take good care of you?
Hi, I'm Quinn.
Oh, Aaron Marquette, nice to meet you.
Can I get you anything? More tea?
Oh, that's very sweet of you, dear. Stevie, you didn't tell me you worked with so many sweet girls.
You know Steven?
We're old friends.
That's a nice way to put it. Friends.
Abby?
Sorry. No offense to you.
I'm sorry, I'm new here. How do you know each other?
Quinn.
He provides whores for him.
I'm DC's finest, monsieur, if you know what I mean.
Aaron Marquette's one-stop shop for high-priced hookers. Yesterday, one of Aaron's newest working girls, Ginger Belle, seriously, her real name is Ginger Belle. Like her parents didn't plan for her to go to college, like they planned for their kid to be a hooker. Ginger Belle got herself arrested in the Hay Adams Hotel. Pretty girl. You ever sleep with Ginger Belle, Stevie?
Abby,
Moving on. Ginger Belle sang like a little bird. A little bird who has sex for money the second they locked her up in a cell.
I don't blame Ginger. Really, I don't. It was her first night. It's always hardest for a girl, you know? It's the night she learns whether or not she has what it takes. She has to put on her face and go out into the world. Sit in the bar or lobby or wherever it is they decide to meet. Just look him in the eye and know they're both in agreement that her body is worth a certain amount of money, but it's still a transaction. She comes back and shows me what she makes, so I know she can go out again the next night and the night after that.
Harrison, what did you find?
I wiped her home computer and I searched the copy I made. Nothing there. No names, no dates, no tax returns.
David thinks there is a client list, and if there is one, we need it. We may not need to use it, but we need to know who's on it. In order to help Aaron, we need to know the landscape, and it starts with that list.
Well, there were no records I could see. There's nothing encrypted.
Does somebody like Aaron even keep records?
That's Mason. And that's Aiden in the frog costume. Aren't they adorable? My sister tells me they're testing well above grade level.
Okay, I'm sure your nephews are great and all, but I'm sorry, we're on a time schedule.
No, you're right. I enjoy showing them off. What you really want to see is back here.
A girl's first name, a date, an amount, and a number.
No, John's.
10 digits. Telephone numbers?
You're good.
I try.
Phone numbers are perfect. I put them in the public records database, and it's as good as a name. Much better, actually. I typed in the phone numbers, and I got every man who purchased one of Aaron's girls. His name, his photo, his address, how much he weighs, and if he's an organ donor.
I'm just being thorough.
Amanda Tanner, I want you to go and check on her in the hospital.
I can help with the Marquette case. I know that I'm new and maybe you don't think I'm ready, but I want to be useful.
You are being useful, checking on Amanda Tanner.
Well, I mean, you said it yourself, she's just a girl telling lies about the president, and he's not going to tell any more lies. She's not going to talk to anybody. I mean, you put a stop to that. Why is she so important? Look, I'm just saying, I'm a lawyer too, and I can do more than getting coffee and babysitting Amanda Tanner.
Don't ask questions, just go.
This is why I don't date.
This is why I don't trust politicians.
Yeah. This is a who's who of Washington.
No wonder why the U.S. attorney wanted to get his hands on this list. Damn it. I gotta go.
Hey, who's Patrick Keating?
Well, right now he's no one. But in about 10 minutes, he's going to be the president's first appointed press secretary.
Hey, I don't understand half of this stuff. Is this all some kind of code? What does hardwood floors mean?
Why do you think that I would know that?
'Cause you frequent whores.
I don't frequent. Fine, do you want to know what it means? It means there's no carpet.
Oh?
You know, to match the drapes.
Oh! Oh. And what about a sunny day?
On a sunny day, You don't have to wear a raincoat.
So all of these languages these girls speak, these are all things.
Yes, those are all things.
So all of these girls are actually not fluent in Greek.
So, where are we?
We're almost done with the list of names.
Any word from the U.S. attorney?
Nothing. Maybe he couldn't get a warrant.
Police, open up!
He got a warrant.
Where's my pimp?
Oh, come on, David. You're after our Marquette for the publicity, and for getting your name in the papers, and for upping your shot at Attorney General next time there's a Democrat in office.
I'm after Air Marquette because he's a criminal. What are you? The patron saint of hookers now? Either you go get him, or I will.
Harrison, go downstairs and make sure we don't have any press waiting to give David a photo op.
On it.
Abby, get Aaron and Steven. What? Did you find out anything?
There was a reporter, Gideon Wallace. He writes for The Sun.
My pimp, Olivia, now.
Hold on. Do not say anything to anyone. I want a private holding cell, no gen pop, and recently cleaned. Handcuffs? Really? Because this skinny geeky guy is so dangerous. Quinn, listen to me. You do not leave her side. You do not eat. You do not speak. She does not leave your side. Do you understand?
Yes, understood, yes. She doesn't leave my side. Amanda doesn't leave my side. She doesn't leave.
I'll get you out of here in no time, okay?
Thank you, man.
No press, but Patrick Keating and his wife are in the lobby. They're on their way up. Olivia.
I'm thinking. Steven, go get Aaron out of jail. Harrison, put Keating in an office far away from the board. Abby, you're with me. All cylinders, people, let's go.
Billy told me there's some problem with my nominations, and you're the only one who's qualified to tell me about it.
Mrs. Keating, perhaps you'd like to come with me and get a cup of coffee.
Oh, that won't be necessary, thank you. She's my wife. Anything you have to say to me, she can hear it. I don't have any secrets.
Mr. Keating, your name was discovered in a list of our client's customers dating to 8 years ago. According to our client's records, you visited a prostitute named Stacy a number of times between late 2010 and 2011.
What, is this one of your little tricks? Is this because I'm not one of your hyper-religious whack jobs who want to overlook the Constitution in favor of whatever version of the Bible selling the most brimstone this week? If my name is on a list somewhere, I want to see it. I want to know how it ended up on that list, and I want to know who's responsible for it.
My client's privacy is non-negotiable, but I assure you the list is real and your name is on it, Mr. Keating.
Well, this is just a bold-faced lie, that's what this is. Do you even know what I had to give up to be here? I would never, under any circumstance, be involved in such a disgusting...
Patrick, listen. That may all be true, but we need to go into crisis mode right now. My advice to you is that you pull your name from consideration. You blame it on a medical ailment or a personal family matter, and you state that how grateful you are about being chosen, but that you have to withdraw. Perhaps we could sit you with Dan Sawyer.
No way. I did not do whatever this is, and I will not lie. I haven't lied in my entire career, and I will not start today. I will not withdraw my name from consideration. The President of the United States called me to serve, and I will not turn my back on my duty to my country.
Dear, they can't help you if you keep fighting this.
What are you talking about? Why would you even believe her? It's obviously a lie, and you know it because you know me. You know I would never do that to you. You know I would never lie to you. This is just some invention that's there to hinder my career, and probably one of my competitors is responsible for it. You better take care of this, because I'm not accepting to go down for something I didn't do. You solve this, or I'll make your life a living hell.
apologize for that. But he didn't do this. I'm sure.
What does your gut say?
But he's not the whore type. Or a liar. If he says he never heard about Stacy, I believe him.
That calls the whole list into question.
It all makes sense. Aaron is a smart nerd. He's been doing this a long time. At the end of the day, the list is all he's got.
You think he got a little creative with the data entry?
Would you blame him? I wouldn't. But I'm not willing to throw down a man's entire career out of a little embellishment. Track down Stacy. Find out if Keating is really one of the Johns.
Well, it's not the nicest place I've spent an afternoon in, but it's an occupational hazard, I guess.
Look, Aaron, we can get you out of here and we can make sure that you never have to come back here again. All you have to do is give up your client list.
No.
The U.S. Attorney General is going to get his hands on it eventually, and it's the only leverage that you have.
Well, maybe. But I didn't stay out of trouble for almost 8 years by kissing and telling Stevie. You, of all people, should know that.
Those people are grown men. I am a grown man. I chose to do something illegal. And sometimes we have to live with the choices we make.
I was the youngest of 5 kids. The only one to have a shot to go to college. My parents were really proud of me and of my outstanding grades. When they found out I dropped out of high school, they were crushed. But when they found out what I was really doing instead of going to school, they kicked me out, didn't speak to me for years. My sister calls me a year ago and tells me I can finally meet my nephew. So I know a lot about living with my choices, Stevie. Believe me.
Do you want your family to meet you in jail next time?
No. But the thing is, the men on that list, they have families too.
You look like you're gonna throw up or something. Please don't throw up on me.
I was doing a thing for Olivia and I screwed it up.
You screw up, you fix it. You keep asking us to tell you what the job is. You're a fixer. That's the job.
I lost a person. I need your help to track them or whatever it is you do to find where someone is, like right now in this instant.
Did you try our house? Try our house.
What are you doing here?
It wasn't my fault. I went to call you and I came back and she disappeared. But it's okay, I'm going to her house now and I'm not letting her out of my sight once I get there.
Once we get there, so I can fix your mess.
Hey, Aaron won't give up the list. Our client is in jail, and he will not do the one thing that can possibly get him out of jail. How is that possibly good?
If that list gets out, Keating is ruined.
Keating is not our client. And neither is the White House, by the way. It's not your responsibility if they look bad anymore, Liv.
I don't want a man's entire reputation get ruined by something that is not true.
Well, neither do I. But we already chose our side in this. And our side is sitting in jail.
Olivia Pope, you've been served. That is a subpoena for Aaron Marquette's client list. You have 2 hours. See you in court.
Did you find our Stacy?
Nope. But we did find someone who knew her. Back in 2008, she planned on moving with her boyfriend to Montana or Wyoming or somewhere west.
I'm off to court. Do you think Judge Zuckerman will buy this as a fishing expedition?
As a basis for quashing the subpoena?
Oh, she might buy that. Zuckerman is old school. We have to keep that list from going public. Take Harrison with you. He's charming. She might like him.
I know I shouldn't care.
You shouldn't.
You're fine with the fact that he sleeps around with prostitutes.
Everyone has secrets, Abby. Most of them are pretty. But in my line of work, I don't judge. And neither should you.
But why does a man like that, an attractive man, a man with nice clothes and a good job and wavy hair, and a fiance who loves him, why does a man like
His
that...
name is Stephen.
Why does Stephen buy sex from whores? I shouldn't care. Why do I care? I'm not his wife.
No. You're not his.
Liv?
Mrs. Keating, you didn't even flinch when you found out your husband had been sleeping with a prostitute. Because it was you. You put Patrick through law school. You paid for his career. You moved to Wyoming. And you made his dream your dream. You dedicated your life to making his dream come true. You are Stacy. You are the reason why his name is on that list.
It was my first night. My client didn't even show up. Patrick walked over to me and he was so nice. He thought I had been stood up by a date and he saw I was upset and he made me laugh. He was just so nice. All the girls said that you can't fail on your first night with Aaron Marquette. You either come home with the money or you don't come at all. So I paid for the dates myself. I started seeing Patrick. I told Aaron he was a client, but really I was the one paying for our dates.
And you didn't want to tell him the truth. He was probably spending most of his time studying or at school, and you told him you were taking extra shifts at work, when in reality, you were working for Marquette. Am I correct?
Yes.
You never told him because you were too scared that he would leave you if he ever found out that your entire relationship was built on a lie, right? You have a good life with a man that makes you happy. One lie cannot negate all that. But you must tell him the truth. If he finds out by someone else, it will break his heart.
I didn't say that.
That's exactly what you said. You just said it a minute ago. It's not an act of love.
Please, try and understand.
Oh, I understand. I understand everything. I understand that you lied to me. I understand that you're a big fat liar, and I understand that because of your stupid little lie, I have to give up everything I've ever worked for my entire life. You just single-handedly ruined my entire career and my life.
Patrick, you know that's not true. You're here because of me. If I hadn't helped you the way that I did, you never would have even finished college. Who paid for that? Who?
That's irrelevant. I didn't spend half of my life working my way up a ladder just to see you shake it and make me fall. I'm not gonna take this. You screwed up big.
Patrick, that was my job, and I decided to use all of that money to make you the great man that I've spent all of these years with. Don't you understand? I did it for you. Because I love you. If I had told you what I was really doing this whole time, you would have left me.
Of course I would have left you. You are a whore. The worst kind too, because you're a whore who lies. You probably married me just for the money.
What money? I made you! You had no money before you met me!
You just saw the opportunity to become rich through my accomplishments. Admit it.
That is not true, and you know it.
All I know is that you took away my life from me, and now I have to pay for your stupid lies. And you thought that coming clean out would have helped? You thought that saying sorry was enough for me to forgive you for costing me my entire life, my entire career, and my future?
The judge didn't buy it. I'm gonna go down to the U.S. Attorney's office with the list. Sometimes one gets away, but at least Aaron's out of jail. Think of it this way. All those powerful men, once the list gets out, all potential clients.
You're right. There is a lot of power on that wall. A lot of powerful men who do not want that list to get out. Harrison, I need you to do something.
Sunny day, huh? Excuse me, do you speak Greek? Hardwood floors, eh? Right?
Gentlemen, thank you for coming. I realize you may not be united ideologically, but thankfully, screwing around seems to be a bipartisan effort. You all have in common the services of my client, our Marquette. And while we don't care what you powerful men do in your spare time, your constitutions might. I think that we can all agree that the small business owner should not be harassed by the law, especially by the U.S. Attorney, who has gotten a hold of a list with all of your names on it. Am I right, gentlemen?
Lady, I don't know what you think you're talking about, but I have a dinner to get to, so if you'll excuse me.
Oh, Charlie. She's talking about how you like to go around the world. Twice. In one night after you take your pills.
I'm glad I can see we can all agree. Now, I'm gonna do something else for you.